Good morning, friends. Good morning. Good morning. We are learning our subject that is data visualization. We should know, no? Yes. The code is 3160717. See, every day if you are talking of that, you will remember, right? Otherwise, you will forget, isn't it? So I'll have to say. So last time we have seen a brief introduction about cascading style sheet. Let us see at least one example of them so we can have the idea, right? And yes, about that is workshop. I have already talked to one company with whom we are having the MOU, and dates will be 10 to 13 we have talked of, but if more days are there then also it's okay now because vacation dates are more, right? So we can learn for that particular topics which are prerequisite to our subject, right? And if you know those things we can learn this subject better, isn't it? So we are trying to have those workshops wherein faculties, at least me, if other faculties are interested, then they and the company people together will teach you those topics, right? So that will be better. And from NBA point of view also, it is the industry interaction. From student point of view, you can say you are not only getting the concepts from we teaching faculties, but we are getting concepts from industry also, right? So that way it is better, right? Okay, so let's see at least one example. These are prerequisite to our subject and that is given in GTU syllabus also, right? So we consider them as gaps because you haven't studied these topics in your curriculum till now, right? So we will fulfill these gaps by arranging workshops. Okay. Many times it happens that those topics I myself will teach you. So ma'am tamne nahi avadtu? No, it is not so. But those things I may not be able to cover in the regular lectures. So I'll need to consider the workshops and those will be there in extra timing of our college hours that you are ready, that is in Diwali vacation, right? We have to do that. Okay, so these are our prerequisite. We have already seen HTML4, at least overview of those things, right? Which we need to have. For CSS also we have seen. If I wanted to say you about HTML, you can say we have started with the CSS. Yes, but for this particular tag in HTML, we want to have the CSS. So let us first tell you about this PRE tag. PRE tag is a tag wherein whatever text you are writing, it will be displayed in the same way. What do you mean by that? Same way means what? We know that if we are having say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces inside our text, text of our tags, right? I am specifically speaking so you can understand. I am talking of text, right? And which is there for any particular tag. But if species are there, multiple species are there, it will be reduced to one, right? That is what is the interpretation of HTML tags, right? So if I want to show it same way, like we are having patterns in our C language, 1 star, then 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. That pattern if I want to show, then what we will do? In center will be having say star, then after say 2 star, right? But I'll be able to see the whole triangle of stars properly, isn't it? So that I want to show. So how can I do that here? Because if I put multiple spaces, it will combine and show me as a single space. So how to show that? For that, we are having a print, right? So whatever the way you are writing, the text inside it, the same way it will be displayed. Let me give you that example so we can have the idea. Not only here, see here I can show you the tag, the way it is being written. Whatever will be displayed, that screenshot also I can put here. But it is preferred that I show you running this. isn't it? So you can see, yes, this is the output by the browser, isn't it? So let me show you that. It is very simple, right? Here's a multiple spaces are there. Let me put this. It is pre-tag starting, pre-tag ending. In between the text is there, which is having the spaces, right? Only for spaces we are using it? No. But let me show that. The file name is different. PRE HTML, right? Dot HTML. First of all, we have to start our HTML tag. Just now also, I am not using any standard HTML editor, right? Because if we see the tags writing one by one letters, we can get it very easily. So throughout my subject, I'll do that? No. But in the starting, when we see the things, how they are being written, one by one letters, you can understand it properly, right? So I wish you also to do the same. So आपको क्या है कि कोई भी टैग है, टेक्स्ट है, कुछ भी कैसे लिख रहे हैं वो पता चले, है ना? After that, we'll be using the advanced editors only. So that is for advanced development. Okay? Syntax तो पता होना चाहिए. Okay, so HTML. Now I am writing an HTML. See, I am also following the same way I am instructing you to use. Start kiya tag and kiya at the same time, so will not forget to close. Okay? Good habits are always useful to us, right? So here, say body tag. Ma'am, head tag kahan hai? Meta tag kahan hai? You will write that, okay, for your web page design. Okay, let me show. Just now I am having the importance to show you the PRE tag. Okay, so I will not be writing that meta tag. So ma'am, आप नहीं लिखते और हमें बताओगे कि आप करो? नहीं. When you are making your websites, it is important to write the meta tag so that web browser or crawlers will be able to get that description and they'll be able to have the idea that on this particular page, the information about this topics are, right? So it is mandatory for you, not for me. Chalega. Nahi, nahi, it is not like that. My importance is to show you this tag, right? So here we'll be having and body, right? Okay. Now inside this, I am writing PRE tag. And PRE tag. Okay. So now in between this, I'll be writing star. This is 1, 2, 3 star. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Enough, isn't it? If you are writing the for loop, we can say we can create the big triangle very easily. But I am not going to put those many things here. Otherwise, our time will be wasted only in putting it. So I have saved it. Now let me open the browser and open this page. What's the name of this file? What was there? Pre-HTML, right? Let me open that here. Open the file. In DV we have saved. No, here it's not there. वो किधर है? यहाँ पे है क्या? ये रहा. हाँ, I should not put it here, okay? Let me put it. Just remove, not remove. Just move this file to our proper directory, okay? Not this. What was there? Move PREHTML, right? Okay. CDDB. Proper working should be there, isn't it? This subject should be there in its folder. See, as much good organization we are doing for the coding or any other thing, that will be better for us. Let me give you example. It is not about this particular subject, But let me tell you, I have gone to one election duty where the presiding officer was there. There we are given a few things like Mombatti, blade, pens, receipt, and many things are there. So what was the case? Blade was there, right? He has told the peon that please give me the blade. So he has given that, right? He has used that and told that please put it over there, right? So he has put it once, particular place, right? Suppose I am saying that on the table, right? Next time again when he asked the blade, peon has taken but put it somewhere else, right? So what's the problem? If I'm asking you third time, you can get it from that place. So what's the issue? What that person has said, Joe bhai, it may happen sometimes that power is not there or some other issue has occurred and you can say we are not able to find, we are not able to see that particular thing. What we can do is, if we know that at this particular place only is available, if we are not able to see properly, but then too we can reach to that particular place and get that particular thing. I really like that. This is very small thing, isn't it? But management, that is at that place only I'll be getting this particular thing, right? So peace management, proper management of our code. We used to have, say, classes, libraries, packages for Java. For each and every other languages also we are having such things. Here also, I have created the directory that is DB, our data visualization subject folder. In that also, now if I am creating, say, multiple websites, web pages, then I'll be creating those directories. Inside that, I'll be putting those codes, right? So proper management of code is required. That is why I have given you this example, right? You can understand that very easily, but we are putting it everywhere. कुछ भी तो नहीं होता, right? So it is better to maintain your code proper, right? Whether it is my DV subject or any other. Okay. So let's see that what was there, our PRE student, right? So let me open the browser. Ah, it was opening, right? That's why it was coming. Okay. DV, yes, here it is. PRHDV. Can you see the star pattern? Yes. Okay. Now, let me remove this. PI, PREHTML. Let me remove this tag. Okay. Now, let me show you. What is this? I wanted to show you a triangle pattern, right? What it shows? Single line. So what was my aim to convey you is not fulfilled here, isn't it? So we need to use BR, right? Because HTML doesn't consider these spaces, new lines, right? New line if we want to give, we should use the BR tag, or otherwise we should be writing inside the P tag, isn't it? Or you can say H tags are there, head tags are there, those you can use, but for bigger font size, right? Okay, so we can see the importance of PRE tag. I'll do undo, right? Now we can see the, let me show you here, okay? Ma'am, it's not having effect. If you are doing first time, it will be having the effect. Second time, if I am doing it, is not having the effect. No, yeah, we haven't saved that. Is it? Isn't it? So what's new in that? But I am saying you this. See, it is very small thing, but students are making this mistake. They are not saving it. Ma'am, it's not working. And typically, what I'll think is you have already saved, but maybe say it is the cache memory issue. So I'll say clear your browser history and then after you open, still you will be able to see the same line only. Ma'am, it is a problem of system, not proper installation. This browser is not working. These things people are thinking. Okay, for this subject. This is my experience. That's why I'm saying you. It is not so. Save it then after, right? So such problem occurs because we used to forget, no, right? And that is human tendency. No need to worry about that. Okay. ચિંતા એ ચિતાનું કામ છે આપણે કરવું નહીં હે ને Okay, so this is our PRE tag. Now see, if I am writing, I wish to teach you say Java. Then Java banana? No, I'm just telling you. If I want to write the class that is and want to show you through HTML, why do you need it? Java no છે તો Java માં કામ કરો ને. Why are you using that particular editor? Yes, I can do that. But I am creating the documentation for you. I am making the web pages. See, it can be anything for writing the book, for writing the documentation. It can be for any other thing, say for creating a particular website. Different applications are there for web pages. So I want to write Java's documentation using HTML. For that, I want to write class and a few methods in it, right? Let me write. Java banana? No. Delete banana. Right? Okay. So let me write that. Java HTML dot HTML. The extension is HTML, right? Now here, I have removed. Okay. Just now, I'm keeping this. At last, I'll remove it. But let me show that. Class test. Typically, we used to write, right? Then, or let us give it meaningful. Print hello. Okay, better, isn't it? Should we write it like this? Is it the correct syntax? Syntax is correct, but traditionally it should be P capital and H capital, right? Okay. See, why am I saying you the small things? It is required. It is a tradition that you should follow to make your life simple as well as other people who will work with this, right? So let me write it as print hello. Here I am writing public static void main string args, right? Now inside that, I'm writing system.out.println. Hello. Okay. Now I'm removing this. This was only that. I'm removing it. What is this file name? Java HTML, right? Let me open that from here. Oh, yeah. Eight seconds. No. In that it was legal comprehension. Yeah, HTML. So yeah, is it looking good? It's good. Proper definition. Oh, oh yeah. We should put it inside the free tag so we can see the proper effect. Okay. Let me put it. Let me save it. Right now, these many spaces, because we have also put it. No, this is PRE tag. Okay. So as many spaces you are, those you will be able to see here. Right. So if I want to make that star pattern or any other pattern and want to see it exactly the way it is being put, we should use the PI, right? So that is that. See, I have already given you the overview of our HTML, but still, as and when particular tags are required, I'll put those introduction. Fine? Because otherwise our subject will not proceed further, isn't it? So this is that. Now let me show you here. Okay, so we can see how the output is there. We have seen it by running that code in the browser. Okay, this we have seen, right? This is high just to show you. Otherwise, this is not proper syntax, isn't it? Of Java, not HTML. Okay, so if we want to have CSS for this, we are having one way here. PRE, it is that. Inside that, I am writing this particular code, right? It is CSS syntax, but if I want to write inside our HTML and want to show you exactly, we know that we should use the PRE, isn't it? So we'll be using it as PRE. Inside that, proper documented, proper indented code I am putting so that I'll be able to see, isn't it? Yes? Okay. So should I use that? Yes, of course. The way we have written the Java, I'll be writing this here. Okay. Should I put it from here? It will make our work faster. So let me put it here. Let it be this one. Let me put one PRE tag here and PRE, and let me put it here. Okay. This is not going to give me like this. Okay. It's only writing the code this way. So where do I need? I need a documentation. Let me show that I should save it first. Then after, right? I want to show you in few more that particular on this page should be there. Will be writing CSS, right? CSS because we are learning that one, isn't it? Okay, so let me proceed. Now, this is I'm saying you, right? CSS is provide the proper list available and what is right? Not only money only, okay? Only customer is the daily source of right? Must that living okay. So we should care our customers, right? Okay. So we are saying that cascading style sheets are the rules. Rules of what? Each rule consists of a selector and a declaration, right? And those will be applying to the look and feel of XML and HTML files, right? Okay. So, in previous lecture also, we have talked of these three things. CSS, that is three ways we can include CSS in our web pages. They are the external CSS, internal CSS, and inline CSS. Last time we were having only few minutes remaining, so I have shown you through one particular website only. Let me show you today. This is external CSS. External CSS means we are having one cascading style sheet separate file wherein we have put the rules, right? Rules of what? Rules of tags, and we are defining their properties. Whatever properties we want to define. It is not mandatory to define each and every property. Whatever look we want to define, those will be putting, right? We want to Mari Marji nahi. Okay, fine. So, want means it is the requirement of our customer. Okay. So, now let me show it here. This is being written link REL, that is equal to style sheet, and reference, that is H reference, that is equal to my styles dot CSS. Anywhere you write this? No. You write this inside head, right? So in that we have written link REL style sheet, and then after whatever is the href, that is wherever the file is available, right? Is it if it is available in the current directory, we can give that. If the it is there in the different directory, we'll be providing the relative path. If not, I am using the standard CSS for any particular website which is already available on a particular URL. I can provide the URL also here, right? Uh, Particular websites that CSS you like much, or your company is using that and that you should use for your own website. So you can give the URL, right? So always you should do. No, if you want, you can download, then also you can use it. Right? No issue for that. So there are ways to include external CS. Right? External means we have created that file, put the rules of those tags in that, and that will be using. Okay? So that we can do. Now, for this, let me give you one CSS example so we can have the idea. Well, very simple example of CSS file, mystyle.css, where we are giving the properties, we are giving the rules for body tag and h1. These are HTML tags, right? So for them, we are defining the properties. Only this? No, we can have some more also. No issue for that. Here we have given the properties for, say, body, background color, colon, light blue. I want that background color of my page should be light, right? Okay. Thereafter, H1, for H1 I am defining color is navy and margin left is 20 px. Px is point, or you can say pixel, right? So if I want to have this, let me have this in a file and let's see the output. It is better. I am doing in front of you only, okay? PI, my style dot css. Let me put it here. The file is created, right? Let us create one file, that is external css dot html, right? Wherein we want to use it. So what we are using in that, it is this one, right? I used to tell you that people are typically writing it as exclamation doc type. Doc type, that means it gives us the information that what is the type of this document, right? So this is that doc type, and link REL, style sheet and style sheet name, that is available in the head tag. Same code, right? Whatever we have seen, that only I am putting here to show you it is running, right? So now Let me open the file. It is extern css.html. Cool, no? Now, see, this makes the output of my web page standard, uniform. Now, if I want that other page I am creating and want to have the same look for the same tags, I just have to make CSS file and use it this way, right? There are ways, that is, we are having say internal CSS, we are having inline CSS, that is wherever you want to use. If I want that something should be used only for that particular page, then I should be using internal CSS. We'll see the syntax. And if I want only for that particular tag and at that particular place only, not throughout the web page, then I should use the inline. Right? That means, see, suppose I am standing here. I want that something should be there when I am at the second bench of your class. So I am coming here at the second bench only, at this position only, it should be having change. That's what I am defining in this CSS file. Then you can see it is our inline CSS. I want that for this class. This particular page, web page we are talking of, that's why I'm saying it should be, all should be having white color shirt, right? That's what I'm defining, uniform, right? For this class only I am saying, and that is internal CSS, right? But I want for whole college students, it should be same uniform. Then I'll be using external CSS because different departments are there, different classes are there where I want to apply the same, right? We can apply the same thing to other colleges also if we are using external CSS. Got the point, right? So where to use what is clear to you, right? Okay. If I want that, instead of using external CSS, if I'm using internal, what's your problem, ma'am? I'll be writing same code on each and every page. What's your issue? I'll be doing mare karush hai. So you'll be wasting your time, nothing more than that. And one more thing is, the problem is if you're changing in one particular web page, not in your HTML code, in your CSS code, then it should be reflected in all other pages. Will you be able to do that? Yes, I can do that, but it is wasting of time. And it may happen that you will forget in that 100 page you have written, you have used the same thing, you will forget and you will see the different output, right? So try to customize the things as well as use it wherever particularly it is required, right? You can do anything, but you can write the same code everywhere instead of using a function. You can do that, right? But you are wasting your time in writing the same code again and again. In pasting also, if you are doing, you are making change at one place, you will have to reflect it at other pages and you will forget that, right? So please don't do that. Have particular thing. What is your requirement? Only at a particular place you want? Okay. Then use inline. If you want for a particular web page, use internal CSS. If you want for whole website or say for group of pages, use the external CSS, right? So that will make your life simple. Okay, so do not do the majuri, don't do the majuri. Okay, yes, do the smart, right? Do the smart one. So you can say why to use the inline. I'll make the external CSS only. No need to worry. Do you want to have that? Do you want the same look for all other p tags? For all other tags, do you want to have that? No. I want to highlight something. This is for this particular day, for this particular application. So at that time, I want to highlight it. So those small things, I should have the internal CSS, only inline CSS. Got the points between the difference? Okay? Okay. we should have the idea this is for our external CSS output, right? If I write other web page, let me save it as this is echo of, let me give it, yeah, uh, yeah, let me give it as, yeah, here, extern CSS 1.html, saving the file, right? But here the contents are different. This is my page. Let me introduce CSS to you, right? This is one more web page, right? But I have used, please, but I want to use the same look, right? So I am using the link rel, that is external CSS, right? Let us see the output. It is other file, this one, right? No, what was that? External CSS, right? This is a copy we are making, no? So it will create that copy, but do the addition in the original file only. Okay. Mhm. The C capital is there, right? This is my page. Let me introduce CSS to you, right? The new file we have created, a new web page we have created, but we are using the same CSS and having the same output for background color of body as well as for text, right? Because those rules only we have put in that particular file. Okay. So this is external CSS. Let me show you the internal as well as the other. This is internal CSS. Internal CSS. How we use it? That is inside the head tag. Yes, but in the style tag, providing the properties for whatever I want. For whichever HTML tag we want, body, background color is this, and say for H1 I am giving color as maroon and margin left as 40 px. Whatever is required to you, right? So that's what properties I have put inside style tag, which is there in the head tag, right? So it will be applied to your whole web page, right? Okay. So wherever on this page we are having this H1 tag, everywhere we'll be able to see this color. Let me write a web page wherein we are having more than one H1 tag. So we can see the effect, right? Here it is there. We copy this and add more. See, this is the style you have provided, right? Let me put the end. And so, sorry, we already done. And say, show me my and don't make noise. I had, and what we need is, say our body tag is there, and body tag is there. Yes, let me put and HTML. Okay, now inside this H1 tag, first line and H1. Let me change it. Second line, third line, and say, right? Which file it is? Let me open that file here. Which file it is? Internal, right? See the output. All the H1 type So this is the internal CSS. This is the internal CSS. Now we have tried for this, isn't it? Give it you here, otherwise you will say, "Man, यहाँ पे अलग है, वहाँ पे अलग है," right? So let me have that inside the body. Let me have this. Okay. So you will see the same example which we have modified here. Now we are talking of the third type, that is internal inline. Okay. So you are here with me. Fine. So the third thing we want to have is inline CSS. For that, we can say inside a particular tag, we'll be giving the properties. Right? Let's see that. Here it is H1 style. Let me show that with this way. Let me give it proper this one highlighting, right? Yeah. And let me give this also a bit bigger. Looks better, right? Okay. Now see, if I want to show this way only, if I want to show you this way only as the output of the web page, then I should be writing the properties in the way that it is inline. Are you getting what I mean to say? See, what I have done here is for this particular H1 tag and for this particular paragraph tag, I want to have this colors defined, right? Properties in that for first we have set blues, for second it is red, it's fine. But I want it should be highlighted, but only for this particular tag. I may be having some more H1 and P tag after this, but those I do not want to highlight. As I told you that I want to have the particular thing for second bench place only. I do not want to have for third, fourth, fifth or anything else, right? So for particular place, if we want to have particular effect, like you can see here the code, this code only is being highlighted with blue color. This is what I want to get. So for that particular place only, I should be specifying the style sheet and it is inline style sheet, right? I'll not be using the hat tag inside that style tag, inside that the property is different. If I do that, then it will be applied throughout the page. That is internal CSS, right? We are getting the effect of inline CSS. So only at a particular place we should be able to see it, right? There only we should use it. So it is inline CSS, and this is the example of it. That is for H1 I am writing style is equal to color colon blue. So I want that color should be blue. Then after text align is center, right? And this is heading, that is the text of that tag, right? Okay. P style color is red, and the text of it is, this is paragraph, right? Let's see the effect of this. Let me show you that. Let me run it and show you, right? It is better effect. Visualization, exact visualization, isn't it? Not only the view, but by running that, we want to have what is that? Inline CSS dot HTML. Let me put it here. Okay. Let us see the view of it. What is the file name? Ah. So what? These we were able to see with internal CSS also. Let me write some more H1 and P tags, right? Then we can have the idea whether it is being applied to that or not. Let me write the same code, right? But let me remove this. We can see the difference, right? There the inline style sheet is available here, but here inline CSS is not there, right? Let's see the effect. See the difference, right? We can see the difference. So you are having the idea about inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS, right? Where to use and why to, right? Where is important, but why to is very important, right? कोई भी चीज करनी क्यों करनी है भाई? That should be there in our mind, isn't it? For any subject, for anything. Okay. Oh, so that is what I wanted to show you for CSS. So only this much. See, this is what is required for us. For many different tags, we can apply those particular properties and we can have the fine. Okay, so what next? HTML4 we have studied. Okay, whatever was required. CSS, yes, whatever is required we have studied. So now HTML5, HTML5, then JavaScript, then jQuery, JSON, all these things we want to know as the prerequisite of this. Okay, but I want you to give me few examples. If I want to set a particular color, if I want to set font size, if I want to set the background color, so please open your notebook and give me that, or should I call you here? You can write, huh? So that's better. Okay, you can come here. You can open this. Yeah, I'll give you. Please, 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 no noise. My page.html. Okay. I want to have. See, for online students, you also can write your file. Your available students from that one person will come and write the things. I want to have, let us write the, what you can say, comment in HTML. Okay. For HTML overview also we haven't considered, but it is required. We can use it now. Fine. Okay. So here I am saying for P tag, for H1 tag, I want they should be having the align is equal to center. This is comment, okay? So I need not to write double quotes. It will do, right? I want for H1, it should be of red color. For P, it should be blue color. For, you can say, font size. Font size of P tag, it should be 26 px, right? Px. Chalo, only this I require. Now come here and write this code. પહેલા કઈ પણ એક તો કરીને બતાવો. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that. You write one thing and tell me where or in which page it will be applied. You can use internal or external or inline, but you have to tell me what you are requiring, what you are writing, and where the effect will be there. That you have to say, right? If I want for whole website, then what? For a particular page, then what? And if I want for particular place, then what? Right? That you have to say. So one person can come and write the code here. Okay? So who will come and write the code? The coach. Ready chair. Tu bahar nikad એને બહાર આવવા દે. So first tell me what's your name? Akhilesh. Okay. So you can write. Suna beta. Enter. A. Okay, now you can write. A is for append. A is for append, I is for insert, DD for delete a line, right? YY is for copy, P is for pasting. But all these things will work with escape and then after do the things. Okay? Otherwise, it will be typed in your text. Fine. So let's see what Akhilesh is writing here. Yeah. Let him write, no? What's the issue? No, not required. No, it will be used for web pages. So meta tag he'll be writing. No, it's okay, man. Let him write. No, it is better practice. Let him write. No, application format form. Do you like this application in small letter and form also in small letter? I don't like it. It should be there in title case, isn't it? See, you can say, ma'am, in third year, 6 semesters, you are telling us this. We know that, but are you applying that? When you are making your own presentation, when you are making your own website, are you considering that? It is required, right? So those small things are there. I'll say you and you will do that. Okay? If I'll not tell you, you may not do. I want you to do, right? Because I want you to create, cultivate good habits in you, and that will remain in you throughout your life. That's what we require, right? Okay, so HTML head, title, style. Where you want to apply? Please put style inside the head tag. भुलाई जाए ना, it happens. You are learning, isn't it? You are beginner. So I'll support you, no worries. At least he's having guts to come forward and write the things. Many times people are not having that guts. That's what I want you to cultivate in you, okay? So I'll call any one of you. Akhilesh, I told you to include style tag inside head tag, okay? So please remove that and head and put it after the style tag. No, no, mouse will not work there. Work with the keyboard, okay? No, keep it. No, it is fine. Just remove that head and head line. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is for what? If you are providing style inside the head tag, it is for what? Internal CSS, right? Okay. So please write that application form. Yeah. Now it looks good. Okay. See, this is data visualization subject, right? So visual effect must be as we want in our mind, right? So take care of it. H1 beta. H1. Yeah. Align is, it is colon. Text align, colon. Yeah. Okay. Semicolon for the next property. Yeah. It is color only. No need to write font color. Color will do. Na na. Yeah. Okay, let us give the effect of this at least. You can write, no issue. Right. Yes. So P tag. Now whatever we want inside the tags, we can write. My name is. My name is Amit. Oh, he is writing, no? Oh no. We are saying he is Bill. Okay, no issue. See you online people, please write the code, okay? Akhilesh is writing himself. You also write so you can confirm the syntax and everything. Semicolon beta, huh? Font size was there, you have removed that probably. Font size was 26 or something like that, isn't it? Yes, okay. Font size, yeah. PX, 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 26 PX, yeah. X, okay. Align is equal to center, right? Okay. No need to have that double quotes above. For H1 tag, you have defined the properties, not here, for. It's not required. For H1 tag, text align center that you have given double quotes. It will do. Okay. Now, if you have written, yeah, okay. Anything else is remaining? No? Fine? Okay. So, okay, you can write one more P tag as well as uh, the H1 tag, right? Okay. Bus. It will do. Akhilesh, please save it and run it. So then after you can go to your next lecture, right? You can tell me, huh? Escape, colon, W. Okay, enter. Fine, the page is saved. Now open the browser and show us the output. Next. Yeah, okay. Click on that. Control O. Yeah, where is your file? What was your file name? Save નથી કરી તો કરને ભાઈ. Colon W, what was that? mypage.html it is, right? mypage.html. Yeah, open that. My page. Yeah, okay. We can see the effect, right? Have you written other things? H1, H2, right? So we can see the effect. This is internal CSS, right? Okay, so that's all for today. Please leave for your next class.